Good morning, guys. It's Naveen joining the call. Can you guys hear me? Could you please type in the chat window? Great. And let's get started, guys. Let's see. I think yesterday, Rahul, you were driving it. So let's see. Anybody else can come forward, guys? We'll go ahead and do some exercises and things like that. How about Shubham? Shubham or Moin or Aniket? Can I know any one of you? I'm going to make some of you the co-host just in case. So I drop off or somebody drops off. You'll be there as backup, guys. Humera, I'm making you also as the co-host, okay? Okay. Let's see. Make Rahul also the co-host. Okay, Rahul, are you there, buddy? Can you also continue today?
Okay.
Right. I made you the co-host. Go ahead and share your screen. Bring up the AWS console, please.
Okay.
I'm going to stop the share here.
Okay.
Thank you, buddy.
Is my screen visible?
Let's see. Yes, Sharon. Just go ahead and log into the controller node.
Which one?
The controller node, which is, I think, the C one.
Yeah.
Okay, you're already there. Okay. You're using the Git bash. Okay. And Ubuntu. All right. So let's see. Go ahead and just do a history, please. Oh my, SU. Okay. Why do you think we're not seeing anything, Sharon? I'm sorry, Rahul?
Because we have run all the command as a sudo user. That's it.
Okay. So let's see if you're able to see them. Go ahead and log into the root. Bunch of them. And let's see, what do you think is user add doing?
Which one?
User add.
User add. It is creating new user.
Good answer. What is ch on?
Ch on changing the ownership of that directory. This home directory, the directory which we create.
Good answer. Scroll up a little bit, please. And keep going up. There's automation. Okay. We need to talk about Docker, but okay, scroll down, please. See what else we have. What is the purpose of ANS admin, Rahul?
ANS admin is for Ansible. We created this user for Ansible on all the three machines.
Good answer. Cool. Let's see. Scroll down. And do you know what we were doing with the etc ssh sshd config? Cool. Go ahead and look at execute the 56th line. Okay. Does let's see if you're able to Recall anything or anything rings a bell? Okay, none of these things we made change. Good, and execute 55.
Yeah, we are changing this password authentication to yes.
Good answer, as simple as that. And why is that required?
Maybe we need to for SSH using this user to other machine, maybe.
Good answer. So in other words, we want to go ahead and the machines to go ahead and connect without password, without requesting for a password. That is what this password authentication is. Okay.
Okay.
Using the private key and the public key.
Yes.
And, okay, so let's see. Come back here. Okay, let's see system status Docker. If you scroll up a little bit, you had that system CTL status. Okay, execute the line 33, please. Okay, what's happening here? What is it doing?
It is showing the status of this Docker, and we have removed these brackets.
Good answer, as simple as that. So let's continue from here. By any chance, do you remember what is system CTL status Docker is telling you?
Yes, telling the status of the Docker, whether it is active or running on.
Okay, good answer. So let's start. Go ahead and type in Docker space -v. And what do we have? Okay, so we have Docker version 20.10. So here is the next one. Go ahead and type this in.
Sorry.
I sent you in the chat window, Rahul.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Go ahead and type it in. There's some problem here. It's a simple one. Have a quick look at the chat window.
Yeah. So error undetermined regex.
Strange.
Maybe we need to remove this flash. Maybe.
Okay, give it a try.
Yeah.
So we're not getting anything. Actually, when you say Docker -v, we're trying to extract the version part of it. It looks like what was we had Docker version 20, 10, and 13. If you take a look at the previous awk in the history, can you quickly compare and fix this? What is the problem here? If you just scroll up earlier.
Yeah. Maybe we need to pass this $0.
Actually, I think what's happening is for that version, we did not close the forward bracket.
Yeah.
Okay, now run it.
Yeah.
So that is line. It has a version. It's doing the text processing. AWK is for text processing. So go ahead and do a $3, print $3. Cool. Okay, you have 20.10.13 right away. You did an awk and you're getting that. Let's see. How about okay? Oh, okay. What is the problem here?
This
Cool.
comma.
Cool. Try the next one.
Again, close.
Cool, as simple as that. So now what we'll do, we'll convert this to the script. Go ahead and say vi test.sh, test.sh. And once you get into the shell script file, what is the first line that you generally have?
Shebang.
Okay, go ahead and run that. Write that, type that. Let me know if you, okay, good. Good. As simple as that. Okay, now what I would like you to do is the systemctl, let's go ahead and copy these two so that, let's see. Okay, copy paste these two lines. Good, write and quit it. Okay, execute it. Problem?
Yeah.
Good.
That closing.
I missed it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Command not found. System.
Fix it. What'd you do? Why'd you exit, buddy?
You told exit.
No. I said fix it. Fix the
Okay,
previous.
okay. Yeah.
Cool. Simple as that. Okay, it's just systemctl. Okay, now get back into test.sh. And what we'll do is we'll try to save it into a variable. The first command or the second line, we'll try to save it into a variable. So say at the beginning, docker status equal to that one. At the beginning, not you don't need a line. So in the next line,
yeah,
say docker status equals to systemctl status, and you're putting it in a separate line, buddy. Put it in the same line as the system. Yeah. In the beginning.
Start in the beginning. Here.
Say docker status equal to systemctl. No.
At what line?
In second line beginning.
Okay.
Give a capital S, docker status equal to, status is capital S, just for sake of discipline. Camel casing. And the next one will say docker version equals to that one. Just in the same way, in the next line, put capture the version into that one. Capital V, good, equals to. Okay, write and quit and run it. Let's see if you're able to run it. Okay, let's see what's happening. Status, command not found. Line 2 and cat test.sh. Docker status and systemctl, it's saying line 2 state. Okay, can you take a guess what could be the problem? It's a tough question, buddy.
Maybe the spaces are the problem we need to
Okay. How about, I'll say, our objective is to print the Docker status and Docker version. What command would you use to print it?
We can run this by writing dollar and bracket, maybe.
Okay, fix it.
We can use this.
Okay, good one.
Now we need to call these variables. Then
How do you do?
I did see, yeah. So I think when we give a sign off, it should include that. So that's it. So we have taken a sign off from the.
Still,
Can you please?
it is outputting, but still command not found error showing.
Cat it, could you please cat it? And okay. Docker status, Docker version. So line 4 running. So in other words, just say echo here. Echo dollar status and echo dollar version.
Okay. Yeah, this one.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, as simple as that. So that's how we're referring to the variables. And let's see what we have. Okay, so now just go ahead and systemctl stop Docker. We'll stop the Docker service. Run our script again.
Is this one?
Cool. You're understanding, Rahul?
Yes.
The status
This
is now
one dead.
Yeah. So just type in who am I? Echo who am I? Good answer. So just do a echo who am I without the ticks. Cool. What is the difference?
Yeah, it is taking this as a. It is not taking this as a command if you don't pass this tick.
Good answer. Now say echo dollar who am I? So why are we not printing?
Still not taking it as a command. We need to pass the bracket.
Good.
Then we'll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good answer. Let's say another way to refer it is go ahead and wrap it around double quotes, the dollar brackets who am I?
Bracket one.
Yeah. that's another way you can also refer to the who am I command. Okay.
Yeah.
And let's say we'll flat. Get back into, let's say, okay, get back into test.sh. Just keep the first, or just for sake of simplicity, quit out of this one. We'll open another test2.sh. Quit out of this and vi test2.sh. Go ahead, start with your shebang. Okay, then next say echo the first line and then echo the second line. Put 2 lines. This is the first line and the second line.
Yeah. First one.
Okay, write and quit it. Run it.
We need to change that ch mode execution.
With the permission, right?
Yeah.
Okay, as simple as it. Now, what I would like you to do is I'm going to send you something here. Okay, get back into test2.sh and try to put this one. Maybe put this as the third line if you'd like to, if you can keep.
Yeah.
Okay, run it. So what do you see now?
New line. We have put this escape character in between.
Okay. Good answer. So let's say here is the next one. Add these 2 lines. Get back into the file and add these 2 lines. Okay, let's see. So what's happening?
Is putting this tab this button.
Short answer, the same thing. E minus C stands for escape. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's add these 2, please. Cool. What's the problem?
These are not escape character names either. So
Fix it. Good.
yeah.
Okay. So what is \v?
Backslash v is intending next character.
Okay, more precisely, it's a vertical tab, not a horizontal tab, but a vertical tab. Okay.
Okay.
What do you think is backslash b?
Backslash b is removing this k, character which is before this escape character.
Good answer. In other words, more precisely, it is backspace.
Okay.
Okay, and let's see what else we have. So let's close the file, open another file called test3.sh, or just open test2.sh. Back to test2.sh. Remove all the lines except shebang, remove all the lines. How do you delete it?
Double D, escape double D.
Pardon me?
Yeah, escape double D.
Yeah, DD. Okay, remove that one, and I'll send this one so that let's see, paste it here. Okay, run this one, please. Cool. What is $user?
$user is a root, the user which we are using right now.
As simple as that. And what is the $home?
It is a path for this user.
Path to the home directory, more precisely.
Okay.
And now go back to the file and paste this also below. So what is the difference here? Cat it, cat the file.
We are passing this multi-line.
Good answer. In other words, the first line, it's printing an empty line on top of the user is, and also it's printing a line after the line, the home for this user is, the second occurrence of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Back into the file, try to, so yeah, try to print, add this one and then. Okay. So now what do you think is the difference?
We are catting the string which we are passing. The output of these characters are going inside the cat and it is catting it on the screen.
The output of this is getting cat. Okay, okay. Let's see, I'll give you another hint. Go back to the file and paste this one. See if this gives you any hint. Okay, add this one at the end. And cat the file, please.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? What does psi mean?
It is the starting and ending of line in here.
So it could be anything.
Yeah.
It name is what it is. Okay.
Okay.
And let's see. Let's also add. Okay. Let's try this one. Add this one at the end. Send this one. Okay. Add this one then. Okay, now type in LSFN LTR. Okay, there is a hint. What do you think? What do you think we just did?
Yeah, we are creating new file called hard here do count here doc count.txt and putting this output inside that txt file.
Add that file. Cool. Now cat test2.sh. Okay. So explain the last line.
Yeah, we are putting this output which we are getting using cat inside this txt file.
If you do not give the txt file, what is happening? Simple answer. That is just getting displayed on the terminal, as simple as that. It's just
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we have now. Let's see. Let's also try to add this one. So copy this one. Sending it to you. Okay. Add this one at the end. First cat it, yeah. First cat the file and then run the file, so that we are looking at both of them.
Yeah.
Now run the file. Now run the file.
Okay.
Okay. Now try to explain.
We are grabbing this word inside the output.
Good answer. So short and sweet. grep is searching for the word called this, as simple as that.
Yeah.
So grep is search.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we have now. Let's say, okay, try running this one in the terminal. Not test2, not test2. Don't go in there.
Okay.
Just run it right there. Okay, simple echo. Now run this one. Talk to me.
It is transforming the lowercase to uppercase.
Good answer. Transforming or translate. Okay. Do the reverse.
Sorry.
Can you do the reverse? Cool. What's happening, buddy?
Yeah, it is converting this capital letter which we have put like S and H into the lowercase.
Good answer. More precisely, not just a capital letter, but the entire line is getting converted to lowercase. Okay?
Yeah, it is converting them.
Now just interchange that. Put the TR on the left hand side and echo on the right hand side. The translate part on the left hand side. So what is happening now?
It is waiting for the input maybe.
It's just getting stuck.
Yeah.
Instead of the pipe, use less than. You have some controls here. Okay. Run it. So use 2 less than instead of still stuck.
Yeah.
Control C, use 3. Hello, this is extra operand, try tr-. In other words, more precisely, after the 3 less thans, don't put a space.
Okay.
Run it. Probably try and let's try. Cool. I'm sorry, remove the echo. Sorry, my bad. Remove the echo body.
Sorry?
Remove the echo. Just keep the string.
Yeah.
So again, this is just an FYI. Most of the time, we'll probably do it the first way, where you echo something and then you try to translate it and things like that. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And let's see what else we have. Okay. So let's say name equals to Sachin. And let's type in echo dollar name. Okay, Sachin. And let's say Docker space -v. Cool. We have version 20. Now let us say, okay, just for sake of discipline, translate the lowercase into uppercase. Good one. Okay. Now do the reverse, which is put the TR on left hand side, Docker on the right hand side. Cool. So notice it doesn't run.
Yeah.
What you do, add a dollar in front of Docker. Done it. Cool. Still problem.
We need to add brackets.
As simple as that. Okay. That is so that others understand who are not much into it. If you already know.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's see. Humera, Kajal, Nitish, everybody doing okay? Sai, Shraddha, are you able to follow that? Are you able to follow the steps and get an idea, guys? Can you give me a quick yes? Okay. Thank you, guys. Okay, we'll try a few more things here, and let's see. Okay, now here's just let's back to I think where we test 2 or test 3. Open that file. And I'm going to send you this one. VI test2.sh, Rahul.
Yeah.
Send this one to you. Okay, put this in. You can delete all the lines just to keep it simple.
Okay.
Okay. Open it and run it. Cool. Run it, please. Cat it and run it.
Okay.
Now run it. Okay, why are we not seeing anything?
Maybe we don't have any command to display on the terminal.
So in other words, what is hash?
Hash is a command. Maybe. Yeah.
Comment for?
A comment for a string.
Single line.
Okay, single line.
And what is my com?
My com is any variable we can put start to specify the start and end of the sentence.
Okay, more precisely, it is a multi-line comment. Like
okay.
In our, what is that? In our Python.
Okay.
Okay, now try to add this one at the end. Just give me one moment. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about the building. So what is happening there?
We are still not getting any output. This is also a command.
Okay, so in other words, that's another way of putting multi-line comments. Colon,
Okay.
single. As simple as that. Okay, buddy?
Okay.
Okay, let's see what we have here. And let's say, okay, now, slightly new one. Let's say, Ashwin Bash. Okay, try typing in which space ls. Cool. So what do you think that one is doing, Rahul?
It is showing the where is this command, means executable is there in user and bin.
Very good. As simple as that. Try typing in which space env.
CMD.
env, yeah.
CNV. Okay.
Okay, so env, like environment, is what it is. And
Yeah.
now back to tester.sh. And what we'll do is we'll try to delete all the lines except the shebang. Okay, now in the shebang, change that after after hash exclamation say slash. Okay, what did we now? Okay, we came on. Do you know where was the env referring to? What was the location env was referring to?
User bin.
User bin. Go ahead and type in /user /bin /user /bin /env space bash. Now just type in echo in the next line, echo within single quotes, give portability. Let's say portability test. save it, run it. Okay, now cat it and run it. Run it. Okay, so we're going as simple as that. Now, if you notice in most of the professional world, rather than everybody hard coding /bin/bash, they will put something like user bin env space bash.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any idea why they put like that?
We are setting the environment to run as a bash, means any command which we are putting here in this file, we are telling it to run as a bash in a bash.
Good answer. More precisely, we are using Ubuntu distribution. Let's say we take a CentOS, Red Hat, or maybe some other distribution. It is not the path or the location of the bash is /bin bash. It might be located at any other location also based on the distribution. So when you leave the environment variable will decide where is the bash.
Okay.
Most of the times when you see people writing scripts in a professional world, that is the small change that you need to keep in mind. Okay.
Okay.
Good one. And let's see. Okay, so let's do this, Rahul. Let's take a short 5-minute break and we'll regroup. Thank you. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Rahul, can you make me the host, buddy? Looks like I got signed off.
Yes.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Okay. And go ahead and share the screen, Rahul.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. We'll increase the complexity a little bit. Let's take a look at some of the other things and so on. And let's say you understand, okay, open up your test.sh, back to test.sh. And okay, eco portability test, okay. Just type in PWD, followed by date. In the next line. In the next line, date, DT, and in the next line, say user equals to small user, dollar of who am I? And in the next line, say echo debug.
Echo.
Debug.
Your voice is breaking.
Sorry, debugging. DEBUG.
Debugging.
Yeah. And in the next line, echo, the user is dollar user. The user is dollar user. Type in full line. Echo within quotes. One moment. Looks like activity is good. Are you not able to hear me, Rahul?
Yeah, it is little bit clear.
Okay. Full thing. The user is dollar user.
User is dollar user.
Yeah.
Capital U.
Okay. Let me send it. So I will do this line. Send you in, more time. Everybody. Thank you. Sorry for that. Just notice your message.
Okay.
Okay. Now run it. Okay, you see any problem here?
It didn't replace the dollar user variable. Must put this.
Good answer. Okay. Let's see. Go back and fix it. And while you're fixing it, I'll also tell you another. Okay, fix the. Okay, don't fix it. Leave it like that. And now what you do is in the line where you say use equals to dollar who am I, remove one of the brackets. Remove one of the bracket.
One. Okay.
In other words, purposefully, we're introducing a bug. Now try to run it. Okay, so what does it tell you?
Telling to add that bracket, closing bracket.
First cat it, then run it, and then explain it.
is telling to add this closing bracket here. So, or we can remove.
Wait. Okay, so quit out of it. Quit, please. Okay. Now, okay. So we now run it just for sake of discipline. Run it. Good. Okay. Now try to tell in your terms what happened. What's happening here?
Yeah, we need this. Searching for this closing bracket. That's why it's giving this error.
In other words, more precisely, if you take the lines 1, 2, and 3, no problem. It has successfully executed 3 commands or the 3 bits, right?
Right.
But in the 4th line, it is saying, hey, line 5, the bracket is expected as simple as that. So in other words, when you look at it, you understand that line 5, there is some problem, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now what you do, get back into the file, and after the date, okay, after the date, say enter and just say ASDF, put some 4 characters which are not a Unix command. Yes, DF. Okay.
Yeah.
Now save it, cat it, and run it. Cool. So let's say this is, if you look at this error and the previous error, what can you make out of it?
Yeah, it is telling that the ASDF is not command.
Okay. So what is this one? What is happening at line 5?
Yeah, it is telling that ASDF is not a command.
Good answer. In other words, floating speed, that's an error, as simple as that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is an error in Python? What do we call errors in Python?
Error exception.
As simple as that. And let's see, when we say user equals to dollar of who am I versus ASBF, what is difference? Can you try to make sense out of them, or can you try to go deep into them? What's happening in these 2 lines? The hint is on the screen. Look at the last line.
Yeah, syntax expected end of the file.
Cool. In other words, if a bracket is missing, that is a syntax error.
Yeah.
If you just say A, B, C, D or something like that, it's not referring it as a syntax error. It's a command not form. So one is simple as that. Nothing much complex there.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's see. Come back here. Okay. Just type in set, SCT, and enter. Okay, notice your screen is scrolling down, and there are a bunch of lines and things like that. And if you notice here, what are all these capital letters?
These are the environment variables, system variables.
Good answer. System defined variables. So set is which is where all the system defined variables are getting set up. Okay. Now let us say, since this is it looks like a very, very long script, I want to look at it step by step. How do I look at it?
We can use the head command, or we can.
Good. More precisely, less or more.
Less.
Precisely less. What is the difference between more and less? Confusing question.
Yeah.
Okay, they're both the same, but less is more. You understand?
No. Less is more.
Less is advanced more.
Okay.
So they say less is more.
Okay.
Catch it?
Yes.
Good. So just say set and pipe it to less.
We need to.
Pipe it to less. You need to pipe it to less.
Okay. Pipe.
Cool. Now, as you do step by step, you can go ahead and see all the 10 sentence of environments variables which are being set. So shell is that one and like that.
Yeah.
You can quit out of this one now. You can later look at that one at your leisure. Now
Yeah.
get back into test2.sh. Okay. Now in the second line, insert a new line and say set of minus n, set minus n. In the, yeah, there. Set space minus n or hyphen n.
And okay.
Yeah. New Delhi. Okay. Now right click, save it, cat it, run it. Okay, cat it, not run it. Okay, now something is happening here. It's probably a slightly confusing one, Rahul, but give a friendly attempt.
It is not running these commands here. Why?
Very good. It is not executing them. What is it doing? It is not executing the commands, but
yeah.
But it is checking the syntax errors.
Okay.
Catching it.
Yes.
If you notice PWD date, it did any one of them. It's just checking if the syntax is correct or not. Cool.
Okay.
Now, get back into the file.
Yeah.
Wait, string. Okay. Comment that set hyphen n. In the next line, type set hyphen x. Hyphen x for X-ray. Okay. Save it, cat it, run it. Cool. Now, what
It is also checking for whether the command is executable or not. Maybe. Sir, your voice breaking too much. I'm not able to hear anything.
One moment,
Maybe.
please.
Yes.
How about now, Rahul?
Yeah, now it's clear.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
One moment. Oh boy. Okay, so So let me put it like this. There is a small advantage or there's a slight advantage when we put -X.
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
Yeah, it is also checking for the commands which we are passing, whether they are executable or not. Previously, it was only checking this syntax error.
Very good. In other words, more precisely, it is able to exactly pinpoint and tell where we are getting the error.
Yeah.
Okay, so the moment the plus is where what we have given, what the command we have given, what we have written. And just after the plus, it is executing, showing you the result. So for echo PWD date, no problem. But the moment it comes up out of ASB, AB, ASBF, notice it shows you the error. By looking
Yeah.
at this, we can understand, hey, this is where we're getting our error.
Yeah.
Sometimes there might be multiple errors. So what will happen if you set a -X, then it will tell you, it will take you to the position where you're getting the first error. By fixing the first error, we can fix more errors. Catching
Yeah.
it?
Yes. Yes.
Good. Okay, so now let's see. So back to the file, comment setx and type in set-e. Cat it and run it.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's see what is the difference. What is the difference here?
And now it is only searching, showing whether any command is executable or not. It is not searching for this syntax error.
Good answer. In other words, it is not giving us the line, the command that we have given. It is just showing line by line. This is also helping us in locating the error, but it doesn't give you that that command that was executed before that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so which one would you prefer? Which one do you think you want to prefer in a real world?
Yeah. This -X.
As simple as that. That is generally what people do. Okay.
Yes.
And let's see. Okay. Now type in bash-x. Bash space -X. Space test2.sh. bash-x test2.sh.
Okay.
Okay, I'll repeat bash and now test2.sh. Okay. So what do you think this is doing, Rahul?
It is doing the same thing, but this time it is not showing those syntax errors.
Oh, sorry. Actually, what you should do is go back to the file, comment this set-e, and then do a bash.
Okay. Yeah, it is doing the same.
Cool. So what is the main? I mean, which one would you prefer? Do you think we should prefer?
So based on
It's a tough question.
yeah, it is based on the requirement. So
Acceptable, good answer. Most of the time, rather than putting in the script set x set e or set something like that, If at all we have to do work, generally people will put it like this. Will do like this, bash x, so that you don't have to put the set inside your code.
Yes.
Or the script. Catching it, buddy?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Next, let's see. Type in ls. Okay. Next, type in echo space dollar question mark. Okay, so notice we're getting an output of 0. Now, just type in ABCD. Enter. Enter. Okay, now say echo space dollar question mark. You get 127, which is a non-zero, right?
Yes.
Again, just enter Rahul. Enter. Again, echo dollar question mark. Are you? So what did we do? We did echo dollar question mark for Rahul. And before that, what did we do? Before echo dollar. Okay. We entered ABCD. Type in LL. Enter echo dollar question mark again. Okay, are you noticing anything?
Just setting this back to 0.
Oh, okay, you almost answered it. One more time, just type in ls. Enter. Look at echo dollar question mark again. Okay, so notice when you entered LL and LS, you're getting 0. But let's say you enter Rahul or ABCD, what are you getting?
We are getting 127. Okay.
In other words, you're getting a non-zero.
Yes.
What dollar question mark is telling us? The previous command, if dollar question mark gives you a 0, that means the previous command executed successfully.
Okay.
It is a non-zero, it is not executing successfully.
Yes.
Okay. Now look for our Docker script that we ran yesterday for installing. Somewhere I think you should have it here. Which one is that? You had it somewhere, right? Docker.
Yes.
You are now in
yes.
I think you're in the automation or something like that.
Yes. Yeah.
We have had it. And or cat and grep for dollar question mark. Cat and grep for dollar question. Where are you getting it? So notice dollar question mark, right? Yeah. So notice dollar. If dollar minus any means not equal to 0. What does it tell you?
Yeah, it is telling if it is not able to execute the previous command, then
As simple as that. That's a good one. But if you scroll up a little bit and see, look at that one. So there it is. Somewhere in the middle, the dollar question is there. So what do you think is happening here in this particular line?
Yeah, it is telling that if this install docker sc command not able to run successfully, then it is printing this sorry, failed to install the docker.
Good answer. So in other words, imagine a scenario where you're installing multiple packages, multiple softwares, multiple components and things like that in multiple machines. What we can do is we can use dollar question mark before installing package 1 and package 2. Maybe we have some dependencies. So what do we do? if the previous command did not execute successfully, then
Yes.
then we'll give out the relevant error messages rather than trying to install them. Are you catching
Okay.
it, Rahul?
Yes, yes,
So that is where the $question mark is coming to your rescue.
yes.
Cool. Let's see what else we have. Okay, that's it from the scripting side for today. And okay, so we'll move on to a little bit of Ansible burning. Get back onto
Yes.
AWS please. And guys, tomorrow I have some personal work I need to take care of, so I won't be able to take up this session tomorrow. So please plan your schedules accordingly. I will be probably coming back on Friday and we'll be continuing. So just pass on the message now.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see where we are. Back to Ansible and back here. Where were we? Get back into the controller node. Log into the controller node, please. I think you're already in controller
Yes,
node.
yes.
And what were we doing yesterday? Give me a list of all the commands that we executed yesterday. How do you look for them? And where is it we were dealing with the Ansible here?
This we created this user AMS admin, and then we have changed that authentication password authentication variable, and also
Okay, so in other words, I think we were logged in as an admin, and then we were performing all our steps and things like that.
yes,
right?
yes, we are creating these users on all the three nodes, and we are changing this ownership of that directories and all.
Good
Created
answer.
password and did passwordless SSH also.
Very good. So today we'll get into a little bit of action. And I think yesterday we created the SSH keygen, right?
Yes.
Let's see. Okay. So switch back to ANS admin. Switch user to ANS admin. Give me one moment here. Okay. So now just type in tree. Let us see. Verify your current directory. Okay. Go ahead with tree. Okay, tree is not there. What do you do?
We can install this, or we can do PWD.
Install it, please. Try installing it. Okay. So what do you think is going on?
Sudo maybe required.
Simple as that. Cool. Give it a moment. Cool. Good one. Now treat. And okay. So if you want to check and verify if Ansible is installed or not, what do you do?
Ansible -version.
Good. Do it, please. Type in, please. What is the problem?
It is not there. We need to install it.
It's not there. You're in the controller node, right?
Right.
Are you sure it is not there? I thought we installed it, didn't we?
No, we haven't installed it. We only created this user and did passwordless SSH.
Are you sure, buddy?
Yes, we did this Docker install using that script, but we haven't done this Ansible one.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let me see. I thought we already did that. So let's say I come back here. Give me one moment. Let me update the notes also. Okay, so go ahead and try to install Ansible.
Maybe this one
Is
also
it?
requires sudo.
Good answer. Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Good. Cool. Got everybody?
Yes.
Okay. So now take a look at the config file, etc ansible config. Go ahead and cat it. Scroll up. And more precisely, okay, there are a lot of configuration values. Here
Yes.
comes the important thing. So just there you go. If you write there some basic default values, notice everything is starting with a hash.
Yes.
On the defaults. So what does that mean?
Yeah. Everything is commented in this.
Commented for now. Okay. One of the most important things that we generally deal with here is inventory. And if you notice, it is referring to a file called etc ansible host. So check and see, cat that file, host file. Cool. And now scroll up a little bit to the beginning of that file. Scroll further. So notice everything is commented. Let's go to the beginning of the file. Okay.
That command.
So right there.
Yeah.
Or you can also just do vi host, but for the time being, more importantly, notice all I want to show is everything is commented here.
Yes.
What is host? Host is a group of computers.
Yes.
What it is, and we'll try to talk a little bit about the architecture. So if you're looking at green.example.com, blue.example.com, these are all the IP addresses.
Okay.
Next, if you look below a little bit, you have something called web services, which is in a square bracket that is referred as a group.
Okay.
If we have a group of web servers, we put it under, we can create a group. And if you scroll down a little bit, notice we have something called ww within square bracket 001 colon, which means that is from 001 till 006. All those URLs.
Yes.
www.01, 02, and so on is what it is. That's another way of referring to multiple servers, multiple groups, and things like that is what it is. But let's see, let's get our hands on it. We installed. Okay. So now what we'll do is go ahead and type in Ansible space all. Ansible space all space -m. All. No, Ansible all. Ansible all.
Space -m. Okay.
-m for mother.
Okay.
Which not yet done. -m and then do a ping. Ansible all -m space ping. Ping is a module. M for module. Go ahead, run it now. Notice, provided host list is empty, only local host is available. Note that the implicit localhost does not match off. In other words, it's giving us a warning, and the warning is saying host list is empty. If you recall, we just looked at the host file and there is nothing in the host file, everything is commented, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now go back to your first do go to the directory /etc/Ansible. Okay. Say vi host HOSTS. HOSTS. Quit out of it. Quit out. Okay. Yeah. Say there is a vi host. Okay. Now try saving it. What is the problem? Okay.
It's not allowing it to.
So how do you fix it?
We can try adding this exclamation.
Okay, right.
Still not allowing it. Maybe we can do that sudo before vi.
Good. You need to do sudo. Why should you do sudo?
Only root has this privilege
Good.
to edit this.
First verify it. Quit out of it. List it. List it. So where is host? Notice it is on the root. The permissions are for the root. That's why we're doing a sudo. Catching it, buddy?
Yes.
Okay. So now we're sudo.
Sorry.
Sudo vi. And now what you do, the very first line, put a few enters, type few enters, leave some empty lines. Now go to the first line and we'll copy paste the IP address of our two nodes. So go back to AWS console. Select, let's say, start with N1. Would you copy a private IP address or a public IP address?
If they are in the same VPC, then we can use this private IP address.
If they are in the same?
VPC, virtual private cloud.
What is that? Virtual private?
Cloud, VPC.
Oh, cloud, VPC. Sorry about that. Yeah. So good. So can you think of scenario where we would use a public?
If they are in a separate VPC.
In other words, more precisely, imagine the Ansible that we are installing is on C1. And C1 and 1 are in the same cloud, same network.
Yes.
But imagine you're installing Ansible in your local machine.
Yes.
And you have N1 and N2 in the cloud.
Yeah.
Then that's when we'll use the public IP.
Yes.
Catching everybody? That's for everybody else also. Okay?
Yes.
Nitish and Shubham, are you catching everybody? Small things, but slightly important. Nitish and Shubham? Okay. So go ahead and copy the IP address into the host file, private IP. Put it in the first line. Save it, write it, quit. Write and quit. Okay. Now, ping it. Ansible all. Ping it. Give it a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, notice the success.
Yes.
Success means it has worked well. It executed successfully as in cluster.
Yes.
It looks like the fact is indicating that on the managed node, which is 27, which is ending with 27, the Python is installed at that particular directory, user being Python 3. Okay?
Yeah.
And changed is false means we did not change anything. Is what it is. Later, we'll run some scripts, we'll make some changes and things like that. Those are the things that we will play around. And in such cases, we are making a change. In such cases, change will come to be true. Catching it, but
Yes, yes.
next one is ping and pong, ping pong. Ping pong is like our table tennis. So for a ping, if you're getting a pong response, that means it has worked successfully.
Okay.
That is what that refers to. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So that is the ping here is referred as a module. Module is like a package, a module or a package in Python. These are all the nothing but most of the modules in Ansible. Ansible is written in Python. Where most of them are modules in Python. The enterprise world, the business world have opened up for the rest of the world and to use them freely so that they don't have to rewrite them. They don't have to worry about the code and things like that. Catching it, buddy.
Okay. Yes.
That is the reason why Ansible is one of the most popular automation software and things like that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So now let's see. That is all. Go ahead and paste the private IP of the second one also into the host file. Some 152. Okay. Okay. Done it. First one is success. Second one is also success. Catching it, buddy.
Yes. Yes.
Just for the sake of discipline, go ahead and put a dummy IP address as a third line in the host file. Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is unreachable.
Unreachable, and unreachable is true again. Messages failed to connect the host via SSH.
Yes.
So what does that mean when it says it failed to connect the host via SSH?
Maybe it is trying to SSH into that system and not able to SSH because there is no host there. Or we have done this passwordless SSH also.
So in other words, we need to establish a passwordless connection.
Yes.
SSH keygen, then we copy the public key into that particular thing. It is
Yes.
not just enough that we just add the host here, but we also need to make sure the passwordless is connection is set up. Catching
Yes.
it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Very good. Now go ahead and delete that one. Save it. Now one more time, go back into that file, delete the second one also. Or comment the second one. Don't delete it, just comment it. Either way, that's what you can do. Escape U, that will okay. Okay.
Okay.
Just comment the second one and save it. Once you come out of it, head the file. Just say head host.
Sorry.
Say head, HEAD, head host.
And
Okay. So now what we'll do, try just for the sake of discipline, ping all again. Catching everybody? We're only getting one response.
yes.
Okay. Now what you do, let say instead of Ansible all, Ansible give the IP address, the first IP address.
What I have to do?
Ansible space first IP address.
Local.
No. The IP address, buddy. 172.31.87.27.
Okay. That's it.
Space -m ping. No, at the end, buddy. After Ansible, you give the IP address, and then at the end, space -m ping. Catching it, Rahul?
Yes. But
What is it?
yeah. But that IP address is already there in that host file. So maybe
Good answer.
we can try the second IP.
Good answer.
Check.
Do it. So what does that tell you?
Yeah, it is not there in the host. That's it.
Good answer. So there are two things happening here, Rahul. One is, if you want to ping all the servers, you will say all. But let us say you want to ping only one particular server, then you will say, you'll give that IP address.
Okay.
Right? That is the first one. Second one is, if you don't have the IP address in the host file and then you're trying to ping it, it will not allow you.
Yes.
That is what is happening with the second one. We are in the same private network and things like that. But if the IP doesn't exist in the host file, you will not be able to ping it. You will not be able to communicate with it.
Yes.
No. So host is a must buy. Okay.
Yes.
So imagine scenario where you have tens and tens of servers. At a single shot, you can get a feel of all the things which are alive, which are not alive, and things like that. Is one way to think of it.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So let's say just do a tree of etc. You're already in the directory, etc. Just do a tree. So notice we are in etc Ansible, and we have two files. One is host, another one is Ansible config. Just do a cat on Ansible config. I think that's a bunch of files. Do a cat of it and pipe it for maybe the top 20 lines. Head it for top 20 lines.
Top 20.
You can say pipe. Okay. Head -20. Okay. Now in here, if you scroll down a little bit, notice there is something called inventory equals to etc Ansible host. By default, it is commented.
Okay.
You see that, right? So you comment it. Oops. So by default, what is happening is Ansible is looking at this configuration file. If nothing is given, then it is by default taking the host file in that particular directory as the default host file. That's how it works.
Yes.
Okay, as simple as that, buddy. Now, what we'll try to do is we'll try to customize this and things like that. So what we'll do, let's create a, go ahead and change this inventory to something called my host. Or in other words, first create a my host. My host. Now, plug in the two private IPs that we just had.
not allowing. Maybe I need to do that sudo. Hello.
You said, okay, that's okay. So now go back to the Ansible config. Ansible config.
Yeah.
Change inventory to my hosts. Uncomment that file. Uncomment that line. Inventory.
Yeah.
Instead of hosts, just type in my host. Cool. Okay. Now, one more time, ping on. Or you can ping on.
Yeah.
First, second one is success. Now, what is happening is we are referring to my host. In other words, just to verify that, go back to my host, just put one IP, comment the second IP. Comment the second IP. Save it. Again, ping all. And notice you should get only one, which means we are now referring to my host, not the host. Catching everybody?
Yeah.
Now go back and put back, uncomment the my host. So this put back the second IP. Uncomment that. And now what you do? Ping the first server, which is the 27. Ping it. Okay. Now let's say, imagine our my host has tens or maybe hundreds of servers. We want to pick a few servers. Let's say that is IP1, IP2, and IP3, just a few of them, not all of them. What we can do is, you bring up the previous command. By the side of 27, come to the left-hand side, by the side of 27, put a comma. Comma. Put the IP address, second IP address, whatever that is. I think it ends with 152, right there.
Yeah.
Notice it should get. First one is okay. The comma is also working. Actually, it is actually the right syntax is colon, but it looks like it is replace the comma with a colon. Run it.
Yeah, it is working.
Cool. Replace the colon with a semicolon. I'm just testing that. Bear with me. Sorry about that.
Yeah. No, it is not.
There you go. So in other words, it's accepting comma and colon, something to be kept in mind. Okay.
Yes.
So now what we'll do, where are we? We are do a PWD. We are in Ansible directory. So let's say CD, go back to our directory. CD. Okay. Okay. Rahul, shall we take a short 5-minute break?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. More in short and sweet, the answer is yes, buddy. That's why we will create groups. We'll create groups of groups also. That's what we'll try to look and understand. Okay, buddy? We'll see that. Probably discuss it today. Okay. Let's take a short 5-minute break, guys. Rahul, I'm back, buddy. Are you there? Rahul, are you there, buddy?
Yes, yes.
Great, thank you. Sorry about that. So let's say, can you share your screen, Rahul?
Yes.
Okay. And let's see. Your screen. Exit full screen. Do PWD. You're in answer. No, do PWD.
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. I got kind of. Are you there?
Yes, yes.
Rahul?
Yes.
Okay. Say. Okay, you're an answer then. Okay. Go ahead and create a directory. Let's call it my dir. Just verify. Okay. And let's say we'll copy all the files from etc Ansible to here. So just say cp -rpp -rpp from rp small p capital P instead of T capital P for Pune. Capital P for Pune instead of T.
Yes.
No. Small p, P for Pune, and capital P, P for Pune.
Okay.
And let's see, PP, so space /etc/Ansible/staff. You can put a my dear, or you can just say dot there, that should be good enough. And go ahead and do that, please.
Dot.
Do CD first. Say my dear slash, because you're not in my dear. My dear slash. Enter. Go to my dear, verify if both the files are copied. You should see we have hosts and config. Okay, so now let's say. Okay, so just rename my host inventory. Rename my host inventory. Okay. And after we go back to the inventory zip, okay. Then go back to the do a vi ansible config. And locate the now inventory. You change that to ./inventory rather than etc ansible my host. You can remove that one. Remove the entire thing and just say ./inventory. Inventory. Cool. Save and quit. Do ping of all. Yeah, Ansible all. Okay, so which means we have two of them. Just carry the inventory file. Just to make sure. Okay, so it looks like we have two of them. Just for sake of discipline, comment out one of the line and ping all again, just to make sure we are pointing it to that file. Okay, ping all. Cool.
Yes.
So what is the main difference you understand here, Rahul?
We have changed this part which we have. Previous path was etc ansible and inside that host, but right now the path is here. Like we are storing all the file in this MyDR. That's all.
Good answer. So when do you think this kind of scenario will be useful? Imagine a scenario where multiple users are running multiple scripts, doing setups and things like that using Ansible, all logged into the controller. And we don't need Ansible installed in all the managed nodes. We just need it installed in the controller node. And multiple users are logged in. And every user cannot keep on modifying the same file, which is in the etc Ansible. So what they will do is create their own farms of servers, groups of servers, and things like that. And they will be performing their tasks and things like that.
Yes.
In some cases, our custom directory, which is MyDR, is getting the first preference. The host and the configuration file is getting the first higher priority. Catching it?
Yes.
Good. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Okay, now go back to the config file and comment out the inventory. Comment the inventory. Comment the inventory in the beginning, which means we have not given anything. Save it. Now what you do, say Ansible all hyphen. Okay, now wait. At the end, no, keep it here. Put the ping, -m ping, space -i, space inventory, which is name of our file. Now run it. Catching it?
Yes.
So just for sake of discipline, go back to the inventory and uncomment the second one. Second IP. No, uncomment.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Repeat the same. What's that? Anything wrong?
It is unreachable to this IP.
Just verify the IP address, please. 172.31.92, 152, everything looks good. Refresh it.
Where? The console?
Yeah, just refresh the console once, just verify it's running. $27 is running, 52 is also running. Okay, then why is it saying it's not allowing the SSH? Run it again. So now it's picking up the IP address here, but 152 says is unreachable. Strange. Can you just directly SSH, do a connect onto that one? From your other terminal, I think you have 3 terminals open, right?
Yeah.
The black, white color terminal, not here. The white color terminal, I think, is your 152. Yeah. SSH into this one. You're in, right? No problem, right?
Yes.
Strange. Then why is it not connecting? Back to the controller now.
Yeah, we have commented that inventory command in the configuration.
But even if you comment it,
maybe it is taking.
No, -I is your overriding. Your command line will take higher precedence over the configuration. This is the very idea of it, is what it is. I'm surprised. Just delete the first one, keep the second one there. Back to the inventory file. Delete the first one or comment the first one. Run it.
Yeah, now it's happening.
Strange. Now go back and put back. You want to change the order? Just leave it. That is strange. Okay. Save it.
Now it's happening.
I'm thinking maybe some kind of special character was there, somehow got in, and maybe we're not able to spot is what I'm thinking, Rahul. I don't know if you have any thoughts on that, okay? But here, -I is for inventory, M is for module. Module is nothing but a package or a Python script, and it can be written in other languages, but most of the time, we will find like Python scripts and things like that. Okay, buddy?
Yes.
Okay, let's see, Shubham, Himera, Shraddha, Nitish, are you all doing okay, guys, so far with me? Okay, so let's see what else we have. Let me chat. Can you make me the host, buddy? Okay. Now let's go a little bit deep into it. I'll do a tree of ETC Ansible. Tree ETC Ansible. Cool. So we still have my host there. Okay. So now what we'll do is create a directory called prod, mkdir prod, which is like a production. And we are currently in my directory, right? Okay, that's okay. My directory, yeah, mkdir prod. Another directory called prod_backup, prod_bkp. It's like two different environments, production backup, BKP. Okay. Now getting to the production backup. Production underscore backup. And let's see, copy again all the files from etc ansible into this directory. That will be cp-r. Maybe you want to do cd sudo cp-r. And /etc/ansible/star dot space dot. Verified. Cat my host. You have two of them, and head -20 Ansible config. Look at inventory is now pointing to my host. Okay. So just for sake of discipline, Ansible all ping. -m ping. Okay, good one. And we've already seen the colon. Okay, now back to, I think we're referring to my host, right? Yeah. So just say, get back into my host. Okay, now what you do is, the very first line, within square brackets, put group 1, enter a new line. The very first line, within square brackets, say group 1. And we'll leave both, or we'll leave 27 in group 1. Between second and third line, create another group 2. Okay, ideally in a real world, you can have any number of servers in your group 1 and group 2, Rahul. You understand that, right?
Yes.
Okay, group 2, and close it.
Sorry.
Save it.
Okay.
Maybe you need to sudo.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what you do, say Ansible space group 1 -m ping. So now we are giving the group 1 ping. Could not match the supplied host pattern group 1. Isn't that what you give? Cat my host. GROUP1. And we are pointing to my host, right?
Yes.
Group 1 seems to be good. Could not match supplied host pattern, ignoring group 1. No host match, nothing to do. One more time, just say Ansible all. Okay, speaking of 27, and say ls. Just to avoid the confusion, remove the host file. Says verified. Now just verify, go back into the ansible.config. Ansible config. And just verify one more time, the inventory is pointing to my host, etc ansible my host, okay.
Maybe we need to change this part.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Sorry about that. Change that. There you go. Good, buddy. Yeah, host, ansible.config. So we also have that. Ansible, ch.
Yeah, now it's working.
Good, change. So we had a inventory, right? Change. Let's make note of this one. Inventory. Slash etc slash this is false. This one. So 2. Okay, good catch. Okay, let's see. So we have only one there, huh? Only 27. Huh?
Yes.
Being in group 1. Okay. Just go ahead and Ansible all, just to make sure when groups are there, all the servers. Picking up all the individual servers instead of the individual groups. Ping group 2, please. It's pinging successfully. Okay, good. Now what you do is go back into the my host and change group 1 to web servers and group 2 to DB servers, web underscore servers and DB underscore servers. DB servers. Okay, that's okay. Continue. Now just for sake of discipline, print the web server instead of group 1. I think we'll get one response here. So ideally, if you had 10 or tens of servers, all of them are categorized or grouped under the web servers. Are you catching the point, Rahul?
Yes.
Okay. So similarly, the DB servers also we can we can run a quick test. And let's see. Okay, so now go back to the my host file. And this time we'll create a new group. Come all the way down and let's say, open square brackets. We'll call this as, let's say just say all underscore servers, something like that. Whatever you want, you can. Now put both of the, now what you do is put the individual groups, which is web underscore server and DB underscore server under that. So all servers is acting like a group of groups. Catching the point, Rahul?
Yes.
Okay. Now save it, run it. Now run the all servers. Ping all servers. No. Yeah. So ping all servers, but all underscore server you gave, right?
Okay.
So what do you? Unreachable. Sorry, go back to the my host file. So you should say all servers :children. All underscore servers : children. No. Also, the group name
Okay,
also. Hold on, children. Okay, ping it. Cool.
Yes.
You can create whatever is logical groupings of you have, and you can play around with that and things like that. So let's increase the complexity and take a look at a few more things here. Are you doing okay, Rahul?
Yes, yes.
Okay, just for the sake of discipline, type in uptime.
Uptime.
Okay, then let's say free hyphen space m, free space hyphen m.
3.
Free, FRE. Okay, hyphen m for mother.
Okay.
Okay, so these are individual commands and is what it is. But let's say, go ahead and create a file called vi task.sh.
VI
task.sh.
app dot.
Plug in uptime and free, the two commands that we just ran. Okay, now let's say save it, run it. You say sh task.sh. We can use the shell. So
Plus
okay, so we're getting both of them, right?
yes.
This is like a playbook. So generally when we are running individual commands such as ping and things like that, those are referred as commands, Ansible commands, Ansible ad hoc commands, or Ansible commands in short. Playbook is nothing but a group of commands. It's like a script file. Okay. So now what we'll do is type in Ansible space, pick up the first IP, pick up any one of the IPs. Hyphen M, space hyphen M shell. This time SHELL shell. Hyphen A, space hyphen A. Space within double quotes. Uptime. Enter. Cool. So you're doing the uptime of that particular server. Catching it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now let's say Ansible give a group name which is something like a web server instead of the IP address. Maybe give DB server instead of web server, give DB server because that is what we just did. Run it.
Yes, working.
Okay. So now give all underscore service. Boom, catching it.
Yes.
You also give what is it? Web underscore server colon DB underscore server for the sake of discipline. So So in other words, if you have multiple groups, you can also do that.
So one.
Okay. You can also, have you done, you can also,
Sorry.
Ansible all instead of
Okay.
web servers, do all.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, instead of uptime, run a free -m. Catching everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Next one is a type in Ansible -doc. Enter. Now,
Doc.
Ansible, one word, buddy. Ansible -doc. DOC. Enter. So say, bring up the command and say -l space -l. Ansible doc space -l. Give it a moment. This will give you all the modules which are there. So if you take a look at any one of them, on the right hand side, there is a brief description. Bind, contract, subjects, and things like that. That's a description. This is on the left hand side, you have the modules. Okay.
Yes.
Now you can quit out of this one. Now say, bring up the previous command, pipe it, and say wc -l. -l, L for lion. WC is word count, and let's see what comes up. Enter. That is roughly the number of modules which are there
Yes.
in Ansible.
Yes.
Catching it, buddy?
Yes.
Okay. So the next one, let's say grep for bring up the previous command instead of WC, grep for, let's say shell. Say shell. So we have shell, we have shell, we have WinShell. WinShell is for running all the Windows commands. VMware is virtual VMware. Now say Ansible Ansible doc space shell. Okay, so that gives you information about the shell.
Yes.
You can perform all the shell commands and things like that from here.
Okay.
Catching it, buddy?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Here we are. Still have some time, but okay. So a few more things. I want more. Okay, let me do this, guys. For today, we'll stop. Okay.
Your voice is breaking. It's not coming.
Sorry about that. So for today, I'll stop it here, guys. And tomorrow I won't be able to take up the session because I have some personal things I need to take care of. I'll be again on Monday. I'm sorry. Okay. And we'll continue the journey from there, guys. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. You guys take care. Stay safe. If you have any questions, otherwise you can sign off, guys. Feel free to sign off and continue. Okay, guys.
Okay.
Thank you, Rahul. Good job, man. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Signing off for today, guys. You guys take care, stay safe, and keep learning. Thank you, and bye for now.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.